Wauwatosa Common Council says a recent resolution they passed is sending a loud message to state lawmakers. Alderman Sean Lowe joins me this morning after authoring the resolution to support the statewide Crown Act bill. Sean, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Can you explain to our viewers what the Crown Act is?
It is an act creating a respectful, open world for natural hairstyles. Oftentimes we've seen in different private schools, and I remember from nightclubs growing up right here in Milwaukee, going to a sign at the door that said no baggy jeans, no dreads, no braids. That's really what the Crown Act is about protecting, especially the youth who are getting even detentions in some private schools just for having braids or a natural African American hairstyle. Those are things that need to be changed, and we need to change it and protect that with law.
Yeah, and TOSA is trying to be a part of this statewide change. Why was it important for Wauwatosa to support this? What do you think what impact is there on the community?
A couple of things. For me, number one, it speaks volumes about where Wauwatosa is and where Wauwatosa is going on diversity, equity, and inclusion. We're speaking up and we're speaking out about these issues. We're not just saying something like the Crown Act, oh, it's a state issue, we'll let the state deal with it. I think being able to do a resolution and use the tools that I have in my toolkit, so to speak, sends a clear and concise message to the state that it's not just very diverse cities like Milwaukee or a Madison that support diverse individuals. It's individuals in suburbs like Wauwatosa, in suburbs speaking out saying, hey, we think this is important as well.
Absolutely. And what's next for the Crown Act? I guess, what is its future path?
Well, I'm very honored to get this resolution passed here in Wauwatosa, and a bill that was truly authored and championed by State Rep Lakeisha Myers and State Senator Lena Taylor. So from their end, they will be fighting for that bill at the state level, and hopefully it passes the state level.
Absolutely. And Sean, you are the first Black Wauwatosa City Councilman. Can you kind of explain to me what that means to you and how important it is to sort of be a face and voice for the community?
Absolutely. No matter what legislation I pass and get passed in TOSA from here on out, nothing will mean more for my legacy in the city than winning that election, because it shatters a glass ceiling and it allows other minorities to look at me and my fellow alder Margaret Arney, who was the first woman of color on the Common Council, to look at us and say, that could be me too someday. And other adults as well that were on the sidelines that wanted to run and said, well, no, Wauwatosa's never done it before. I don't know if I could win. It gives them that opportunity to say, you know what, if Sean can do it, if Margaret can do it, then I can do it.
Very inspiring. Sean, we will obviously continue to follow the Crown Act as it makes its way into other communities and through the state, and we appreciate you coming on today to explain what it means